We've had many people coming out talking about the elites and how they can be running a X trafficking ring. They have underground tunnels going from Hollywood homes to Playboy mansions. You have the Jeffrey Epstein Island that's already been exposed for all the darkness that's been going on over there. But now we have Kanye West. He went on the internet and literally admitted to his own children being in a sex trafficking ring. Like, this is just insane. Like, we already know Kanye West says a lot of controversial things. We're also going to see in this video that he's also saying free Puff for I don't know what reason it is. I seen that there was a video circulating on the internet of him actually on the phone with P. Diddy, which we're going to give a look in one of the upcoming videos. So smash the like button for that. But let's see what Kanye West has to say about the sex trafficking ring and his children and the Kardashians. Without further ado, let's get straight into this.
Trending was for having
and this video right here is by The Truth Is.
Invisible dress to the Grammys and for tweeting out his support for Diddy, calling Diddy an innocent man and his role model. Today, it's again for tweets he made that people feel are going too far. Kanye is known for his controversial rants. He's been doing them for years. But recently, he's been taking things a bit too far. Whether it's him praising Hitler or calling out people he doesn't like, Kanye seems to have zero boundaries and is willing to burn all bridges for attention. Right now, Kanye is viral for something no one would have expected. Kanye has taken aim at Jay-Z and Beyonce's children. Now, I'm no fan of Jay-Z and Beyonce, as I believe they're two disturbing people, but I don't agree with Kanye's actions of attacking their kids all for some attention. Kanye went on another one of his rants a couple days back where he decided to disrespect Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids. He tweeted out disrespectful remarks about their kids that I will be heavily censoring to be able to even say on YouTube. He tweeted out, "Wait, has anyone ever seen Jay-Z and Beyonce's younger kids? There are, like literally, and this is why artificial insemination is such a blessing. Having our children is a choice." Obviously, this tweet wasn't received well by much of the internet. Like I said, I'm not a fan of Jay and Beyonce, but I still think their young kids are off limits. If Kanye has an issue with Jay-Z and Beyonce, he should have taken it out on them, not their children. Especially Kanye, who's always talking about how much he cares about his own children. Imagine how he would react if someone called his children that. After tweeting this, Kanye then took it down and wanted to make sure people knew he only took down the tweets because he didn't want his Twitter canceled, not because he's a good person. Tweeting this out, "I need everyone to know that I took the post about Jay-Z and Beyonce's family down and Jerry Lorenzo's family down because there was a possibility of my Twitter being canceled, not because I'm a good person. I took it down like Down syndrome, get it? Am I right? Am I right? F the world. Real talk. F everybody." Kanye himself
Kanye, I'm not gonna lie, he completely violated. Going after someone's children, talking crazy like that on the internet, he went crazy with that one.
He's admitting he knows he's wrong, but he's crashing out for the internet attention. He wasn't done coming at Jay either. He also tweeted out, "Concerning the Jay-Z and Beyonce tweet, they said I would regret it. No, I regret taking it down. My Twitter is a one-way conversion. The only thing that I was mad about in the last few hours was taking that Jay-Z and Beyonce tweet down. And Dame Dash signed me, by the way, not Jay-Z. Somebody from my music team called me and begged me to take it down and spoke on Twitter banning, etc. I'm so mad I took that down. And now that you think Jay-Z made me take it down, I gotta double down. Ain't no celebrity ever said nothing."
He said, "Now that you think Jay-Z's pussy ass." Kanye just went wild out of nowhere.
To come to my aid when it came to these white women taking my kids away. They was mad I was wearing Trump hats. F Jay-Z and his whole family, especially his shooters. I also don't want Jay-Z to get in trouble for...
Damn! Yo, Kanye
taking me out.
The hell
Drake
got into him?
Top 5 can come take me out. I know it's gonna hurt Jay-Z to take me out, but somebody gotta do it. I know Jay-Z is driving around like, damn, I have to take out Kanye. As you can see, Kanye is crashing out. He wasn't done here either, as he also made tweets about his ex-wife Kim Kardashian, calling Kim an S-trafficker. He tweeted out, "Kim Kardashian is an S-trafficker. I don't like that Twigs has my daughter in her videos dressing all grown. Would have expected more from Twigs. It's F all of you. My soul is black. And watch y'all don't believe me and just say I'm crazy." Also tweeting out about Kim, "The Kardashians are S workers and they S traffic all of the black children they strategically produce. As a father, this made me very uncomfortable to see countless pictures like this of my children placed inside their phone. This was Chai's screensaver. I'm 100% convinced that my children are in an S trafficking ring. The grandmother signed for the S tape. He then tweeted out that he got a knock on the door after saying these things.
Now, so many people wonder how they have so much money. They're selling things that you wouldn't even think about selling. First off, they're selling themselves. Second off, they're selling other human beings. I mean, that industry in itself is a billion, trillion dollar industry. And they getting a piece of it. They probably over there running it.
These tweets, I don't completely disagree, as controversial as they might be. We all know how Kim Kardashian got famous. Her mother helped produce adult films of her to make her famous. In my opinion, that is a form of S-work. We also don't know if Kanye knows something about his children that we don't.
Bro, and think about like how twisted your mom's mind has to be to literally like set you up to do that. You feel what I'm saying?
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Kim and her family were doing something like that. Now, I don't have any issues with Kanye calling out the Kardashians because what he said about them is pretty much the truth. Now, I don't know if they're really doing that to the kids, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if someone like Kim was. I honestly think both Kim and Kanye are into disturbing things. Kanye married her after she was already known for making that S-tape. He decided to have a family with her, even after knowing who she was and what she was into, and had no issues with it. People think Kanye is doing all of this because he's crazy, but he's not. He's actually steps ahead of people. What most people don't understand is that Kanye learned how to manipulate the world for his advantage. The only problem is, he burned every bridge. Every time he wants to promote something, he has to go viral. The only way Kanye is going viral nowadays is by crashing out. Every time he's planning on dropping an album, he uses controversy to promote it. The problem with this is that he always has to take things a step further every time. He has to go to a new extreme to outdo the last one. Kanye isn't better than the people he's talking about. He's just as bad. All of these people in the industry are into these disturbing behaviors. Him and Jay-Z are one and the same. Now, did you see those comments?
Yeah, I saw that, and it was, you know, pretty disturbing to see.
The thing is, I mean, like, even Kanye crashing out, I feel like rap beef has always been a point of promotion for a person's album. So he said, honestly, F Jay-Z and his whole family. Now what? Give my album some streams now. But other than that, Kim Kardashian, the sex worker, that's already known. Her selling herself, that's already known. All of these things have been revealed through multiple music videos, like they show through their symbolism. But let's hear what they have to say.
The extreme measures that Kanye is taking nowadays.
Obviously, people are not having it. Nobody is supporting Kanye with this. It's the same thing like when he tweets about Hitler and all that stuff, about him loving Hitler.
And you know what's crazy too is he says that nobody has power over him. I mean, I wonder what he means by that.
Realistically, what Kanye means by nobody having power over him is just a marketing strategy, realistically. That's what I see it as, because he is trying to paint himself as this radical guy who's going against the system, and he's trying to take the system down, and he's for the people. But Kanye doesn't do anything for the people. Kanye does everything for Kanye. You know, Kanye pretended to be...
Yeah, but at the same time, like when Kanye says like he's not controlled, when he crashes out and does stuff like this, I think that is an indication that he could do what he want to do. Because at the end of the day, he's doing what he wants to do. He's saying what he wants to say. He's saying F you to Jay-Z. Like, he's, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not controlled. I don't know why. I went on his Twitter right before this video. There were literally no tweets at all. Like, nothing at all. So they're all gone. So he probably, I don't know. He probably is controlled to a certain extent, but he wants to convince himself he's not. So he just crashes out every now and then.
Christian to sell more records and basically recruit Christian fans, because he knows that Christians are going to support it strong. And Kanye knew that if he wanted to sell good records, he would need more support. And that's exactly what he did. He pretended to be Christian. When it wasn't suiting him no more, when he reached that peak pretending to be Christian, he then goes and says that he doesn't believe in Jesus no more and that Jesus doesn't make nothing happen for him.
You know, at one point, we hear, and this is all you, we hear, you know, Jesus is king, we hear this, but that's all you. Sometimes you just want to say, man, not it, but you just want to, this is what I'm feeling right now. Are you in that space where you're comfortable enough to say, this is where I am right now? I'm still a man of God. Jesus still is king, but this is vultures right now. This is where I am.
Yes, but I have my issues with Jesus. There's a lot of stuff I went through.
I have my issues with Jesus. There's a lot of stuff I went through.
But I prayed and I didn't see Jesus show up. So I had to put my my experience in this world, my experience with my children, my experience with other people, my experience with my account, my experience with my brand, and my experience with the level of music that I was dealing with in my own hands. Like a lot of times I just feel like in our society, in America, you know, people, Christians, we depend on Jesus so much that we won't put the word in ourselves. And the main thing that really that I don't rock with is like, it's just always like, I'm gonna pray for you. And it's just like, you can actually physically do something yourself too, more than just pray.
More than just pray.
Nah, definitely. Like, you can definitely do something than praying. I mean, that's what's talked about in the Bible. But when it comes to, I've been seeing a lot of like influential people claiming Jesus and then leaving the faith. And then it just makes me think, it's like, and the reason that they give is because Jesus never like did anything. What was the reason that you even claimed Jesus and came to the faith in the first part? Because I know for me, it's because I started to realize the reality of Jesus, and then he started working in my life. Now, whether it's like I pray for something right now and he's not my genie in a bottle and he grants me a brand new 5 Lamborghinis, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be like, oh, gee, I have issues with Jesus. Now, I don't know what personal experience he went through or people that end up going from the faith, but I would say that anyone that truly claims the faith in Jesus, Jesus has taken a part in their life and has revealed himself in a real way. So I think that's usually just, obviously he has issues. That's a personal thing that needs to be sorted out. But I've been seeing it quite frequently.
And we're so in this mentality that's all that needs to happen, but we ain't praying our way out of prison. We ain't praying our way to get our land back that was always ours. After gentrification, after the Harlem Renaissance and Black Wall Street was burned to the ground, them prayers ain't working. We have to apply actual physical building partnerships, and it don't start unless we could really be real with each other and say, this is what I did, this is what I did. Like, and look at this. I know, not gonna third rail y'all interview, but look at the power of what happened when me and Kyrie's on the same page. See, that's what's scary.
There is no loyalty to Kanye. As we can see, when Jay-Z and Kanye were very close friends, I know they haven't been seeing eye to eye for a while, but think about it. The whole Watch the Throne album, the whole entire beginning of Kanye's career is Jay-Z. Jay-Z was the one who helped him, you know?
Yeah, nothing between Jay-Z and Kanye has been the same ever since Watch the Throne. I feel like that was the tipping point where we saw that relationship fall apart.
Well, it was a little bit later than that. It was, I don't know if you remember this, but about 10 years ago now, or maybe a little bit less, Kanye was on stage talking about that Jay-Z wanted to kill him, that Jay-Z had people after him, and he was saying this to his crowd of fans, you know? And I think that's when things started to get ugly, because we've never really seen them together since. But we also have to remember, Kanye is the same guy that partied with Diddy and Jay-Z. You know, they were all partying together, and they were all close friends at one point.
Yeah, I feel like right now it's, everybody in that industry is against each other, huh? Jay-Z's fighting a bunch of lawsuits and allegations, and then now Kanye is going after his children, and then, like you said, I think also, I agree with you. I think that Kanye is out there to promote his record, because we're seeing nowadays artists go to the extreme to become viral. They know that this type of shenanigans or whatever they do out there is going to control or attract attention. So you really think that he's just simply doing it for attention, or do you think that he really has some type of hatred towards Jay-Z?
I think it's 100% for attention. Just think about it. If he had an issue with Jay-Z, why did he wait until now that his album is coming out soon? His album is set to come out in a few months. Why wait now to make fun of Jay-Z? He's trying to collect attention, and he does it every time. This is what Kanye is good at. Kanye has managed to weaponize his controversy. He's managed to make it into social marketing, where he's able to convince people to rile them up, either in a good or a bad way. It doesn't matter if they all hate him, as long as they're giving him the attention that then turns into album sales. And this is important for someone like Kanye, who was banned by the record labels. I don't think that the record labels have anything against Kanye. I don't think they care. But publicly, it looks really bad. These companies publicly cannot be supporting Kanye West because of the rhetoric that he keeps spilling.
It's hurting him more than it's helping him.
Well, he's at the end. He's at the end of his run. He's at the end of his career. He's at the end. He's just trying to make as much as he possibly can because he burned bridges. He shot himself in the foot for controversy. And the reason this is important is Kanye West is technically an independent artist right now, because if I'm not mistaken, he was dropped by the record labels he was signed to. So before, if Kanye West would have sold, 2 million records, that was getting divided by the record label, the engineers, the producers, everyone that was involved. Now Kanye West owns his music. So he doesn't even have to sell as much as he needed to before. Now he can sell 25% and he's going to make more money than he did when he was signed to these labels. So in his mind, he's going to collect as much money as possible. He doesn't really care. He's already approaching retirement age. Kanye West is not a 20, 30-year-old rapper no more. He's pushing 50, which is relatively young, of course. But in the music industry, that's already, unless you're, for rappers at least, you don't see Jay-Z dropping albums, He drops an album every couple years, and it's mostly for his day one fans. He's not really building new followers or new fans in this point of his career,
Yeah. So he's pretty much.
I think they've just more so transitioned. Like there was a point in time where Kanye had transitioned into fashion with Yeezy and everything like that. Jay-Z transitioned into just business. Pretty sure he has a couple liquor brands. Music just hasn't been their main thing at this point. Now with Kanye, do y'all think like he's really like money hungry for the streams on the album? I know for a fact anyone that is putting out artwork, they want people to see it and hear it or whatever it is. But do you think like he's fiending for the money that comes from the streams?
The end of his career is what you're saying.
Definitely, in every single way possible. If you look at Kanye, his attention isn't what it used to be. The kids don't care about Kanye. The younger generation, they're not the millennials who loved Kanye growing up. We, the millennials, we experienced the prime of Kanye. And you're just a few years older than me, but realistically, even for your generation, Kanye West was still a big deal.
Right. He had great hits. He did a lot of stuff. I mean, I always thought that him and Jay-Z were going to get along, to the end. They, Jay-Z gave him the shot, but through the years we learned that, he did a lot for Jay-Z and didn't get payment for it. And he was also upset that Jay-Z didn't show up at his wedding with Kim Kardashian. And
because he didn't want to.
All right, family, we're going to leave that right there. I mean, it's official. Kanye is an official certified crash out from all these tweets. Him exposing, this, I'm not going to lie, this is a big tweet to make right here. Let me see. This one right here is like is a crazy tweet. Kim Kardashian is an ex-worker. We already know that. It's just coming from Kanye, someone that married Kim Kardashian. That's what makes it much more crazy. This is, I don't like that Twigs has my daughter in her videos dressing all grown. This is the Kardashians are ex-workers and they ex-traffic all the black children they strategically produce. Now, what does he mean by strategically produce? They probably have people creating babies so they can give them to the Kardashians and so they can sell them off to some rich people. Like, it sounds insane. It sounds disgusting, but these aren't like things that we're hearing about for the first time. We've had victims come out. We've had Allie Carter. Just look her up. Look at the videos that we've watched of her. And then we have Kanye West also saying this now. So this is just like more confirmation about the dirty work that really goes on in the industry and how they're making their money. Like, when you love money so much and you just throw away all your morals, you will do whatever you can get away with to get money. And it seems like they've come to this point right here. And they've been at this point right here. So leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below because I do read them. Smash the like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Peace.